You busy?
One must never be idle when at war. But there is always time to speak to one's commander.
Oh, that's not really how I see myself.
It is how we see you.
What have you been up to?
Varl has asked to learn the differences between my people's clans, so I've been teaching him Tenakth history. It is heavy with blood and death, but also with honorable deeds and vanquished tyrants. Maybe you'd like to hear about it as well, when our mission is done.
I'd be honored. Did Aaron tell you we found the people who gave Regalla's rebels the power to override machines?
He told me of the battle. I suggested he etch this victory on his fighting arm with one of our Inkers.
Is he going to do it?
He didn't say no.
Anything interesting happen while I was away?
I found an acceptable place to practice with my blade.
Oh, and where's that?
Outside, above the base. There's a nest of sunwings that are always up for a fight.
Ever thought of sparring with something that's not trying to kill you?
That would defeat the purpose of the training.
I'll let you get back to your training.
And so will I.
Yes, get back to your sparring sessions with machines. Even though that's not the whole point. Like, the whole point of sparring is to practice, not actually, like, practice when your life's on the line. But, I mean, that's the Tenakth way, I guess. And... where's that? Because I want to talk to Beta. But there was that other power cell that I had, but I didn't know what to do with it. Like, the only place I could think of what to do with it was, like, maybe one of the locked rooms in where Beta is? I don't know. Alright, let's talk to Beta. Hey.
Hi. I'm back. What do you want to know? So, have you been going through more of the recordings for my focus? What about studying Hephaestus? Have you been doing that?
A little. It's quite different from the subordinate function that escaped Gaia Prime 20 years ago.
How so?
It's mutating. Changing its own code. At this rate, we'll never capture it.
We'll find a way.
If you say so.
So, aside from Varl and Gaia, who else have you been talking to?
Zoe told me how you met after your escape from the Hades Proving Lab. I had no idea you were severely injured. If the Zeniths had killed you, life on Earth would be doomed. My escape would have been for nothing.
But they didn't kill me. And thanks to Varl and Zoe, I was able to recover. You said you and Varl talk sometimes. What about?
He told me about your tribe, the Nora, and the proving ritual you did. I told him if I was born into the tribe, I'd never be able to do the proving.
It does require a lot of physical training, but there are plenty of other roles besides being a hunter.
I don't think I'd be suited for any of them.
Well, I guess it's a good thing you're not a Nora then. I'll be going.
Okay. Bye.
She always seems so sad and depressed. And it looked like she was going to say something when Aloy was like, well, good thing you're not a Nora then. It's like, look, she was going to say something. It's like, go on then, say something. And then she doesn't. It's like, she literally said herself, I wouldn't be good for anything like to do with like Nora. So it's like, I guess that's why she didn't say anything. But now it's time to deliver Demeter to Gaia, and then it's time to go for Hephaestus. But according to Beta,
It's good to see you again, Aloy.
yeah, likewise,
I see you have recovered Demeter.
I have. And like I was saying, because Beta said Hephaestus is mutating, creating its own code, meaning Gaia might not even be strong enough, even with all these subfunctions, to absorb Hephaestus. Hephaestus might mutate too powerful for Gaia to absorb, but we'll see how that goes when we get to that point.
With the acquisition of Ether, Poseidon, and Demeter, my heuristic processing density has expanded greatly. I should now be able to absorb Hephaestus, and fortunately, we have made progress on a plan to capture it. With Varl's encouragement, Beta analyzed all available information on Hephaestus. Its expansion has been rampant. It is too large to be beamcast, and the kernel you have been using could never hold it. Therefore, it must be contained in a location with a direct physical connection to me. A place with 2 data cores.
2 cores. Where would we find a place like that?
Gemini.
An abandoned cauldron in the desert west of here. Seismic activity disrupted the original construction. 2 data cores were built as a result.
I know that place. It's near the Desert Clan's capital. We'll have to bring you there by hand.
I have devised a blueprint for a suitable, albeit unwieldy, transport rig. It will require 2 people to carry it to Gemini.
I can help.
Once I am installed on the first core, I will call down Hephaestus on the other, trapping it. I will then initiate the merge. However, in order to construct the rig, I will need considerable help.
Can you build it? I suppose I could, but it's not gonna work. The Zeniths will find you. Minerva won't be able to conceal your location.
That is correct. Absorbing Hephaestus will create a significant power surge, easily detected by anyone capable of noticing.
But what if there were multiple power surges? To fake out the Zeniths? If Erend, Zoe, and Katalo spread out to the other cauldrons and create their own surges, would those conceal the one at Gemini?
Analyzing. Such a tactic might be effective. With Beta's help, we should be able to build a set of handheld pulse generators.
I told you it's not gonna work. I did a test. Hephaestus has written Alpha clearance out of its access module. You'll never be able to capture it.
Then we need a higher level of clearance.
There is no higher... Ted Pharaoh's Omega clearance.
The one he used to purge the Apollo database and kill the Alphas.
But to get it, you would have to find Thebes. The private bunker he retreated to when the world ended, and nobody knows where that is, not even the Zeniths. Their only intel was that it was somewhere in San Francisco.
That might be all I need. Alva, the Quen diviner I met, said her people had set up a base at Landfall. They were searching for data in San Francisco from there. She might be able to help. So I guess I'm headed all the way west. While I'm gone, will you be able to build the rig and the pulse generators? I'll try.
I'll make sure she has what she needs.
Alva said the Quen have a ferry on the coast that they use to get to the ruins of San Francisco.
So we'll use that.
Reach it, I get a friendly reception.
Well, hopefully we don't get shot at or forcefully taken to the island. And also, what is it? What?
I have managed to unlock an additional room near the servers.
Understood.
Cool. Like I was going to say, why is Beta being so negative? Like, just fucking do as you're told, bitch. Like, fuck me. Like, just lose the negative attitude and just do as you're told. Like, oh, the Zenith's going to find you. Well, we'll figure it out. Just build the shit. Stop arguing. And always, like, coming up with excuses as to why you shouldn't do something.
Hi, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy.
Have you been able to make use of Demeter's functions?
Yes. I was able to mitigate most soil conditions and restore a temporary balance. You should notice less rampant plant growth in the area.
Maybe that'll give Plainsong's fields a chance to recover.
Unfortunately, recovery in that area is unlikely. without the assistance of the Utaru's land gods. I have discussed this matter with Zoe. I believe we may have a workaround.
Yeah, I'm helping her out with that. There's something I'm still trying to figure out. Why was Demeter using flying machines to distribute metal flowers?
In its deranged state, Demeter was defending itself against a robotic swarm that would devour all plant life.
It thought the Pharaoh Plague was still happening?
It feared it would come again. As part of its directive of receding Earth's vegetation, it sought to protect plant life at all costs. And considering it had 20 years to proliferate, I expect you will continue to find the fruits of its efforts for some time.
It's a good thing I have the code to dissolve the vines, then. The Zeniths. Gerard, Eric, Tilda, Verbena. Beta said they were some of the most powerful people on Earth. I think Elizabeth knew one of them. Tilda. Did she ever mention her to you?
No. Elizabeth often spoke of her work, or told stories of her mother and her childhood. If she knew this Tilda, she did not disclose it with me. What we can conclude from your and Beta's experiences is that the Zeniths are ruthless in pursuit of their goal. To protect life on Earth, they must be stopped.
Beta's convinced we won't be able to capture Hephaestus. With that attitude, do you really think she'll be able to build the rig and pulse generators?
It may take some coaxing, but with some assistance I am confident she will.
I don't get her, Gaia. She's so quick to assume we'll fail. She's nothing like what I thought she'd be. I guess it'll be best if she stays here when we go to Gemini. All this data I've picked up in ancient bunkers and ruins. I guess I never really thought that other people would be looking at it.
Based on my observations, your companions engage quite frequently with this material. Erend has asked on numerous occasions about birthday parties. He appears perplexed by the tradition of serving a sweet confection, as it conflicts with the Oseram tradition of serving sparkling stout ale. He also suggested we host a party for you, as a surprise.
Yeah, no thanks.
That is what I predicted.
Is Katalo getting along with everyone?
Yes, though he prefers to spend most of the time alone. He appears to be collating data on war machine progression and significant battles during the Pharaoh Plague, to aid in the creation of a war map of Operation Enduring Victory. I believe he aims to study the tactics of old world warfare.
I'd be interested in seeing that.
It appears to be a private pastime for him. He has repeatedly declined my offers to assist his research.
So our plan to capture Hephaestus. Let's go over it again.
As you wish. Thanks to Beta's test, we now know that Hephaestus will not respond to your Alpha clearance, which is why you will need to procure Ted Pharaoh's Omega clearance.
Right. From his personal bunker, Thebes.
While you are gone, I will assist Beta in building the transport rig and pulse generators. When we get to Gemini, I will need to be installed on one of the facility's cores. The second core is for Hephaestus. Using Omega clearance will allow you to trap it.
And then you'll be able to absorb it.
Not quite. You will need to manually remove Hephaestus's malicious code before the merge.
How long will that take?
There are calculations I still must run, but I estimate a few hours.
And during that time, the others will create a distraction for us using the pulse generators, right?
Correct. They will each take position at a cauldron door and fire off their device. The energy surge should mask our activities until the merge is complete.
And then we'll have everything we need to defeat the Zeniths. Sounds like a plan. So now that you have Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon, how's the biosphere looking?
In the local region, conditions have improved. Superstorms have subsided. Water sources have been purified, and soil conditions remediated. These improvements will stave off environmental collapse for a few additional months.
Well, with luck, soon you'll have Hephaestus. Then you'll be able to fix the biosphere for good, right?
Correct. I will be able to design and produce robotic agents to permanently reverse the environmental damage that has accumulated.
There's something I've been wondering. How could Ted Faro create a clearance level higher than Alpha? Elizabeth made sure he wouldn't interfere with the project.
It is plausible he tasked his own engineers with creating a back door to the Zero Dawn system, without Elizabeth's knowledge. My predecessor did not even know of its existence until he activated it to purge the Apollo database. It is, in effect, a blind spot, one that will allow us to subdue Hephaestus. And fortunately, thanks to Beta's information, we know where Omega clearance may be procured.
Right. Somewhere in San Francisco. So Gemini has 2 data cores. I've never seen a cauldron like that. But you mentioned something about seismic activity?
When my predecessor attempted to build the cauldron, construction was disrupted by a series of earthquakes. The data core had already been built, but the rest of the facility sustained damage. So, she began again. A second core was built. However, when more tremblers occurred, she abandoned the site.
Lucky for us. Are the quakes still happening?
No, though they did also create instabilities in other facilities in the region.
So the facility where I recovered Demeter used to be a Faro agricultural research facility. It's where they created the biomass conversion system, but also adamantine wreath. Did Elizabeth know they were working on that?
It is likely she was briefed on other efforts to combat the machine swarm, though her focus was devoted only to Zero Dawn.
That makes sense. But they actually got the wreaths to work. If they've been able to deploy it against the Faro Plague in time...
Using the data you recovered on the project, I ran several simulations and have concluded that it would never have worked. In all scenarios, the Faro war machines would eventually hack and deactivate the wreaths before they could contain the swarm.
So Zero Dawn really was the only solution. There was a lot of data in the greenhouse facility about agriculture. Do you think it'll help the Quen fix their homeland?
I will run a query. Complete. The data contains information about novel crop production methods, which may be beneficial to the tribe in the long term.
But new crops aren't going to save the world, so I guess it's on us.
It is.
I found some data in one of the rooms you unlocked. It mentioned that there are still functional seed banks beneath this facility. Why is it there?
My predecessor was tasked with reconstituting the biosphere with primary and secondary plant species. Had everything gone according to plan, humans would have eventually been able to introduce tertiary species, including new crops.
Can we access them now?
Unfortunately, it will have to wait. I require control over the machines in order to access and distribute the preserved seed stock.
And for that we need Hephaestus. It's something to look into later then. I guess I should get going.
As you say. Be well, Aloy.
So I was right, we would have to go to that cauldron at some point. Gemini, because I was able to go in there before, but there was nothing to do, like there was no core or anything, but now I said, oh, maybe a quest will take place there, and that was right.
And dirt.
Where was that room that unlocked? Wasn't this one? Wasn't, was it this one? No. I think it might have been maybe one of the rooms downstairs, maybe? Yeah, I think it might be one of the rooms downstairs. Yeah, those are the... Wait, what's this room? Oh, it's my room. Yeah, so I'm guessing one of the rooms that got unlocked was one of the ones downstairs? I think. It was this one, right? Was it this one? No, I've been in this one. Don't think it was this one. No, I've been in this room. Ah, there we go, it was this room.
Looks like I can... What was this room for, Gaia?
This was intended as a diagnostic center to monitor machine activity in the repair bay below. It appears most of the equipment was damaged, likely from Minerva's control of this facility.
Yeah, she did try really hard to keep me out.
But we're going in eventually, yeah. No, and I was right on that too, so there is another, like this room does have another power cell thing.
I found a locked door behind the vent in the basement. Wonder if that's it.
Maybe. But I need that other power cell. I think, yeah, there you go. Let's go put it in. See what happens. Alright, pick that back up. Let's go plug it in. See what happens.
Okay. The console has power now.
Oh, well, let's activate it then.
From the looks of this data, Festus has been trying to hack into the repair bay. Okay. Doesn't look like it's been able to.
Well, I mean, I guess that's good, but it's a bit worrying that it has been trying to, and it, you know, could still do it at some point. And what did this say?
I've got to be more careful. Jensen almost caught onto my plan while we were going over the diagnostic center specs. I've got nothing against the rest of the team. It's just... I'm sure they've all got family they're gonna meet up with in Elysium. But me? I couldn't even bury August. There is nothing of him left besides my memories. I won't let those blink out of existence too. The vault's for us, no one else. 11 more weeks before we lock the blueprints. Then the rest will be up to Gaia.
Right, so where's the vault? I don't remember. Alright, so I'm gonna have to look around a little bit. Where is the vault? Enter code. What's the code? What was that? 7 numbers. Do I have the code for this door? Is this the vault? Bunker door. I don't know. Do I have the code for this door? There's so much stuff to go through. I don't know if any of these will tell me what the code is. Oh wait, the vault? Oh, that's the voice log thing. Okay, 626. That's a sample. Just seeing if there's like any codes on this. Is there anything? There must be numbers on here. Because I can't think of many other places where there are, you know, data points and shit. Not seeing any numbers on this one. Nope. Come on. On this one, maybe? No. Right, so well, I'm guessing I don't have the code. Yeah.
Maybe there's data in the facility that can help.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Like, haven't I looked everywhere? Like, how much is there to look around? Like, where else have I not, like, looked? Can't really think of any other places I haven't looked at. And this vent goes outside, doesn't it? Yeah, this goes back outside.
Aloy, I hear you're heading to the coast. If
Yeah.
you need to resupply en route, I suggest stopping in Fall's Edge. It's a lowland clan village southwest of the Grove, in the heart of the jungle.
Got it. Thanks for the advice.
Alright, let me try this way. Can I open this? No. Well, I don't know where else to look then. Like, where haven't I looked? Unless, I don't know, I get given the information by someone at some point. Like, I mean, there's this room, which is Beta's room, so unless there's like a data point in there that has like the code to the door, then, you know, can guy just open the door for fuck's sake?
Hey, you got a second?
I suppose.
So do you have everything you need to build the rig and pulse generators?
Gaia sent me the schematics. The designs are modest, without the capabilities of Hephaestus, but they should work. Not that it matters without a mega clearance.
I'll find it. Just try to have the transport ready by the time I get back. That's enough for now.
Good.
Yeah, definitely good, because you just got such a negative attitude. It's pissing me off. Right, is there anything... Right, that goes back up there though. I'm just looking around to see if there's any data points that maybe I've missed that could tell me what the code is to the door. Because, like, obviously the only place I can think of where the code might be is in Beta's room. Of course, there might be some other places, but right now the first thing I can think of that could have the code to the door is Beta's room, since that shit is locked. I can understand she wants privacy, but it's like when does she ever use that room? Like, she's never in the room. She's always like just chilling in like the center of the room, like outside of her room. Alright, is there anything? What's that? Okay, that goes back downstairs. Is there anything upstairs? Right, that's one of the... Is that one of the exits? And this goes to Gaia, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. Does it? Yeah, it does. Right, I'm not seeing any in what's that? Oh, that's the the console thing. I don't know where else there could be data points. Obviously, other than Beta's room, but are there any other locked rooms? And that's one of the exits, right? I think so. Is that one of the exits? Yeah, that goes to one of the exits. So I'm guessing I might be right. I might not get that information until like later on in the game, I guess. Yeah, sneakers. I'm guessing he's talking about shoes, but yeah, whatever. Nothing on the chest. I don't see any. I'm just like rechecking all the rooms. What's that? Oh, Far Zenith shuttle. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything in any of the other rooms. Nothing. And this door opens, right? Can I not open it? No, not from this side. Nothing in here.
Interesting.
Oh, Katala's got a side quest, it seems like. Alright, let me just go in here, see if there's anything in here. Just like double checking everywhere just to see if there is like a data point that tells me what the code is to that vault, I think. That locked door was the vault. Yeah, I've scanned that, haven't I? Yeah. And then there's the door. Can it just stay opened? Alright, let's go talk to Katalo. And then I'll check out the other rooms.
Got a minute?
As many as you need.
I have to travel beyond the western coast.
To the ruins, shrouded in fog.
Yes. And I'm looking for a tribe, the Quen. I encountered them once before. They said they came from across the Great Ocean. I was hoping that Tenakth knew more about them.
There were rumors of trespassers in the area, but we thought they were just bandits. Hekarro sent out a patrol or two, but I don't recall them reporting back. We've had more pressing concerns, as you know. I'm sorry. That's all I can tell you.
It's okay. I guess I'll find out soon enough.
There is something I've been meaning to discuss with you. It's personal. If you have a moment to spare.
What do Tenakth do to relax? You know, to take a break from training?
We play strike. Your Oseram friend, Erend, is surprisingly good at it, although he has yet to beat me. It helps one think strategically, hones the mind for tactics.
Somehow that still sounds like training. Found anything interesting during your training?
Gaia told me where to find data on how wars were waged in the old world. I knew the Ten fought against machines, much as we do now, but it seems they were among the last of their kind. Later, machines battled other machines on behalf of greedy leaders, as they vied for lands and spoils. At least the Tenakth have the courage to put their lives on the line when conflicts arise.
There is nobility in that. But maybe we just need fewer conflicts in the first place.
Yes, of course. Hekarro would have it so as well.
You said there was something you wanted to talk about?
I've been speaking with Gaia. She mentioned that the Zeniths bind metal with flesh to make themselves stronger. I was wondering if you'd help me do the same.
You want to make yourself a new arm?
Yes. Gaia insists she can help me build such a thing if I can get the necessary data and materials. She believes these things lie in the place where Beta hid from the Zeniths.
Their ancient research lab.
I am not as familiar with old world machinery as you are. I could use your assistance.
It might be dangerous. The Zeniths probably still keep an eye on that place. We were lucky to get out of there alive the first time.
I see.
It sounds like this is worth the risk.
By the 10, we shall see it through.
I should get going. I've got a long road ahead.
Should you need reinforcements,
I know who to call. I'll call you when I'm near the Zenith lab. We'll get what you need for that new arm of yours.
thank you, Aloy.
Oh, that's interesting. So now we got a side quest from Kotallo to get him a prosthetic arm, but not just like an arm that doesn't do anything, but like a Terminator arm or some shit. Like we're gonna get him an actual like robot arm. That'd be cool to see him with like a machine arm, actually doing stuff with 2 arms again. Not that I ever knew what he did with 2 arms beforehand, since when I first met him, he only had 1. But it'd be cool to see him have 2 arms though, and have like a robot arm.
Beta's so frustrating.
Yeah, she is.
I don't get how she can be so negative all the time.
Oh, I don't either.
I mean, we're clones of the same woman, and yet... she couldn't be more different from Elizabeth.
I mean, that's the thing. You can be a clone of someone, but you're not guaranteed to be the same as them. You know, you can look the same, be the same, but you won't end up the same. You know, because of like the people you surround yourself with, like the environment you'll put yourselves in or are in.
You just look good.
You know, clones won't always be the same as the original.
Let's just say I hear about you going west.
Turns out we need one last thing before we can grab Hephaestus.
Because it would have been too easy otherwise.
How are things with Kotallo? You still scared of him?
Oh, she thinks she's funny. Actually, I played strike with him. I had to fill in most of the conversation myself, but I'm still alive.
Glad to hear it. You've been looking at any interesting data?
I asked Gaia to find me something to look at a while back, and she found the mother of all forges. They called it sports. Turns out the old ones spent a lot of time tackling and punching each other for points in one game or another. Are you mixing some solid food and fresh ale? I bet half the claim will be lining up to watch.
I need to get going.
I think I know the answer, but are you sure you don't need any help? Gaia mentioned this other tribe you found, the Quen. They sound like a nasty bunch.
I can handle them. In the meantime, Varl will help you get ready for what comes next.
Take care of yourself, Aloy.
Aloy, you're here. Did you meet with the Quen already?
Not yet.
After all the trouble you went through getting those sub-functions, it seems unfair you have to deal with these Quen on your own too.
It's safer this way. They think I'm Sobek, or something like that. They won't hurt me, but I doubt they'll be so kind to anyone else.
If you say so. Let me know if you need anything before you go.
You better not be slacking off on your studies while I'm gone.
And risk Zoe coming after me? I value my life. In fact, I've been reading about Ted Faro. How he destroyed the world and crawled into a hole after killing those who saved it.
He definitely was a piece of work. Well, Beta and Gaia built the rig. Can you get everyone ready for the mission ahead?
Of course.
What is it?
Nothing. It's just that everything's about to change. We'll get Gaia, and she'll help us set things right. No more Zeniths, no more derangement. It'll be a different world. I welcome it, but I wonder how the Nora will react. And the Karja, and well, everyone.
Let's just focus on fixing Gaia for now.
You're right. We've got an angry AI to take down.
If I get Omega clearance, and then we grab Hephaestus, we might finally have the advantage over the Zeniths.
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a bunch of charging Thunderjaws.
Better them than us, for once. I'll be in touch if I need anything.
We'll be ready. Everyone's been briefed on the pulse generators as well.
Good.
Aloy, I hear you're going further west past the Tenakth clanlands.
Do you know anything about the area?
Only hearsay. The Utaru tell stories of an island that lies beyond the western coast. They call it the Isle of Spires. It is said the Old Ones built towers there that touch the sky, so they could live far away from the earth that bore them. As if they didn't want to be reminded that they'd one day return to it.
Sounds like something Ted Faro would do. You and Varl doing okay? Training, I mean.
We're doing fine. Although I admit it'd be nice to take a small break from studying, just the two of us. But then who'd look after Erend?
There's always Katalo.
Leave a loud Oseram with a brooding Tenakth. What could go wrong?
What's everyone been up to?
I've been trying to share some of my meals with Beta. Thought it might help her feel more at home. Maybe even get her to sleep up here instead of in that dark basement. She would not be moved.
I appreciate you trying.
Patience reaps the best harvest. I'm not giving up hope yet.
How much have you read on Ted Faro?
Enough to wonder how a man who worked so hard to heal the world once could let greed and pride condemn it so easily. For one spirit to diminish in such a way, I'm not sure if I should hate him or pity him.
Any progress with your plan for the Land Gods? Is the reboot code ready?
It is. But there is difficult work ahead. Gaia warned me that because the Land Gods are linked together in a network, the code must be delivered to all of them. Most are in Plainsong, but in recent years, 3 of them wandered off. So, T, and Do.
We have to find them?
No, we know where they are, but they're hard to reach. So, wandered into a lake and sank. Do ventured into a dangerous canyon, and T broke down amidst a herd of machines.
Okay. Tell you what. You go to Plainsong, handle all the Land Gods there. I'll take care of So, T, and Do. I'll need their locations, plus the reboot code.
I'm sending the data to you now. My people made shrines near where each Land God faltered. When you see them, you'll know you're close. And once again, thanks for your help.
We're not gonna let your people starve, Zo. I promise. I should get going. Hopefully I can bring back what we need to capture Hephaestus. After that, I'm gonna need everyone's help.
We'll be ready.
I've actually come across some of the Land Gods. Like, some of them were like trapped up in that what was it, those metal plants, like in their vines. Like, I've come across them and freed them. Well, at least one of them was covered in that adamantus like reef shit, and I like got rid of it and freed it, and then the other one was underwater, and I had to like pry some rocks off it. Did that, and it kind of just sat there. But obviously, I'm guessing now I'll be able to wake them up with the reboot codes. So I'll install the reboot codes on these Land Gods. Yeah, because that's where I went. Can I fast travel there? Alright. I'll go to this one, so this is a bit closer to a fast travel point. Because the other two, the one in the lake, I swam under. It was trapped under a bus and wedged in with some rocks. I pried out the rocks, but it's still there. And then the other one was up in a canyon with like some of that adamantium like reef stuff. Adamantus, whatever the fuck it was called. Freed it, but you know, it was just chilling there like it was wounded or ill.
Oh, yeah. I was here before Zo told me about this place.
Yeah. Salmon.
I guess they were leaving offerings to the Land God.
And got wrecked.
It looks like something fried them. Whatever did it might still be around.
Yep. A machine that spits fire. There's a few of them that can do that.
There's the land god. But I'll have to deal with those machines before I install the reboot code.
Alright, let me get up on... Right, that's a Ravager and a Scrapper. Ravager. Oh, Scrounger. There you go, he's down. I'll just wait for that. Actually, let me get on the rock and jump on him. Come on, move, move. Strike from above. Got him. Oh, he's not dead. Grab the gun. Grab the cannon. Shoot his ass. Oh, he's shooting. Oh, I killed him. Double
That's all
tapped.
the machines. Time to install this code on.
No, that's not all the machines. There's still... Is that all the machines? Is that all the machines? Alright, let me get all the scrap off these machines and like all the stuff from the scrap piles too. Gotta grab all that stuff. So once I install the reboot code on these land guards, they should start like healing the land, right? Start making the crops more fertile, get rid of all the shit, all the blight, something like that. It will help. It will just help. Help the Utaru. Lots of stuff. There's so many scrap piles. And what is it with these land guards? Why are they passive? Like, do Utaru really just sing to them and it just calms them down? Do machines really work like that? Because for me, I have to get up real close to them and override them. Like, just singing or humming to them doesn't do shit. Alright, let's install the reboot code. What the fuck?
Stormbird. Must have been what killed those Utaru.
Right, we'll grab the Ravager cannon. Shoot his ass. Sit still, bitch. Oh, I've downed him. Alright, it's out of ammo. Come on, he's nearly dead. Got him.
Okay, let's get this code installed on that land god.
Dumbass Stormbird. There's another... something else. It's another machine. What is it? Oh, you want a piece?
Hey, that counts.
What is it? Apex Sleep Lasher. Come get some. Come on then. Get over here.
I should install this code on.
Great. Get the fuck out of here, pussy. Oh, is he coming? Really? Come on.
Let's try this again.
Yeah. Oh,
Nice and easy.
is he getting up?
One down, two to go.
He's not moving.
Zoe, you there?
I'm here, Aloy.
I found T and installed the reboot code.
Fitting then that I feel thankful. T's festival came in winter, when all the grain from the harvest was stored away. It was a season of gratitude, and all the children would receive gifts. The best was my first bow, made of yew, strung by my father.
Well, he definitely taught you how to shoot well.
That he did.
There's one more thing. I found 2 of your people. Stormbird got them. But I took it down.
Oh. I'll make sure someone retrieves their seed pouches, so they may return to the land. All right then. I'll head to Plainsong and deliver the code to the land gods there.
What? Right, is it gonna get up or is it just gonna sit here? 'Cause Well, it doesn't seem like there's any... Well... I'll fast travel here, I guess. And like Zoe was talking, then all of a sudden she was like talking... It's like she was talking to me and then stopped, and then it was like she was talking to someone else in the background or something. Because she was talking, there was like no subtitles or whatever. I could hear her talking, but it's like she wasn't talking to me, she was talking to someone else. Get all this Ridgewood too. Because I've got more weapons, I use more arrows. I'm always, you know, crafting arrows. Come here. Give me your meat. How many rocks can I carry? What's that? Acid Bristleback, Apex, Acid Bristleback. See, I can't override them because they're Apex. You know, machines that Hephaestus has made, I think. But of course, if it's just a regular Acid Bristleback, then I can override it, but not these ones. Right in the guts. Oh, let's go. This is the right way, yeah. The lake should be up ahead. Yeah, I see it. And like, do these, like, are they going to move though? Like, I've put the reboot, like, install the reboot code. Hang on, hang on. I'm gonna,
Some of the sweat.
yeah, well, I'm gonna jump off the bridge again, but do it where I swan dive. Off the car though. Alright, and swan dive. Nope. I must, okay, I probably have to press it like just as I jump. So literally as soon as I jump, then I press it. Like I've done it before. Like, I don't know how many times, but alright, jump, swan dive, there you go. Nice. Alright, swim down quick as Snapmaw's down here. Oh, what? The rocks are back. I removed that. I pried them away. Oh, and still...
We'll get back on track. That should do it.
Alright, let me swim up. Are they going to move those machines or what? Because it's like their light turns blue, like they're back on, but they're not moving. I guess I'll move eventually.
Another line got dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Zoe.
Aloy, how goes it?
Had to swim a bit, but I gave the reboot code to So.
Ah, good. We used to celebrate So in the fall, at the beginning of the harvest, with wine made from elderflowers. When I was 12, I got tipsy on it and kissed a boy in the sage garden.
How'd that go?
He was so surprised he nearly fell into the mulch. It would be good to see So again, plowing the fields in the afternoon sun.
How are things on your end?
Getting there. A few land gods to visit still.
Okay. I'll call you when I'm done with the last one.
Thank you, Aloy.
And after I finish this side quest with Zoe, then I'll do the side quest for Kotallo, but I think that's on the island, so I have to do some other stuff first. Alright, can I fast travel? Yeah, I'll fast travel there. I wonder how that's going to turn out when we get Kotallo an arm. Like, it's not going to be, well, I mean, it's going to be a prosthetic arm, but it's not going to be like a regular prosthetic arm. If it's going to be something from the Zenith, he's literally going to have a Terminator hand, or arm, I mean.
I've heard that the red scum clogging up the rivers has cleared in much of the Lowland clan's territory.
That's right.
But for some reason, the water around their capital, Thornmarsh, remains polluted. Perhaps this is something you could help with.
Yep.
Maybe. I'll look into it when I can.
Right, well, let me deal with this land god first. And will this be the end of the side quest, or am I going to have to go back to base And or plain song and oh, there's a stalker. Wait, no, it's not. It's a flower. I just saw the red light and I thought it was one of those stalker mines. I thought there was a stalker nearby, but no, it's just a metal flower. Alright, install.
This'll help you get better.
It's alive! Listen to
The
Zoe.
last land god. Zoe, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Aloy.
Just planted the reboot code on Doe. He was a bit tangled up, but he's better now.
Good to hear. Doe always returned to the sacred cave at the end of winter, so his festival foretold the coming of spring. During those times, I remember clinging to my mother by the hearth, snuggling for warmth and listening to her sing of new beginnings.
Which is exactly what you're going to give to your people.
I hope so. When you can, meet me at Plainsong and we'll send out the reboot signal. I've delivered the code to all the land gods, save one. Only La is left. I'm here with her, just east of the main village.
Okay, I'll get there as soon as I can.
Alright, so we gotta send out a signal that'll wake him up. Right. It's Gemini Cauldron, yep. And what's that? Pharaoh's Tomb. Find Alva. So, what, is that where the raft is to go to the main, like, island? Or to the island? But there's like an island over here too, isn't there, where the Zeniths are at. So find Alva, go to Fool's Edge, that's the main one. Go to the meeting place, where is that? Oh, that's the meeting place. Katala wants to build a new arm using ancient Zenith technology, but he needs Aloy's help to complete his mission. And that's still on hold until the Wings of the Ten has been completed. Is that like a... I'm guessing that's a quest? And you got these jobs ones, which... Like, have I had those? I don't know. Opening arena, the arena. What's that? That's ornaments. Have I found all of them? No, I don't think I have. And I got black box, survey drone. Because if I go on collectibles, there's 2 ornaments left. I'm guessing they're on the the island where the I forgot the Quen, where the Quen are at. And Vista spots, I'm guessing they're both on the island where the Quen is. Black box, maybe the war totem, and the survey drone. I'm guessing. Right, let's head to Plainsong. Meet up with Zoe. Send out the signal. Alright, I'm gonna quick save first.
Hello.
Hi. Is the blight in the area being like cleared away, or is it no, it's still here? Oh, there's a quest.